What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today is Wednesday the 18th, so right now I'm about 4 days out from my Ironman 70.3. The plan was to get this video done at least a week ago. So all the training clips in it are from 2 weeks out from the race, the weekend leading up to like 2 weeks out. As you can tell, I got a little bit sick this week. I've been sick since Sunday. Hopefully this clears up in time for the race. I haven't done much this week. I haven't done any running or biking. Today was the first day. I got some strength training in, and I'm about to hit a small, easy run. And then tomorrow I hope to do a bike and a brick run. And then Friday it'll be travel. And then Saturday a little more travel with hopefully a shakeout run. And then Sunday is race day. But yeah, I just wanted to cover what a week of training looks like 2 weeks out from my Ironman. And so really at this point, I'm beyond what I would have done for a half Ironman, because I'm still planning for that full Ironman here in about 8 or 9 more weeks. So I was kind of targeting my goal for that one. And so some of the training I've done up to this point would have been more than I would have done, I think, if I were just training for a half. So I think I'm pretty well prepared for it. But this last week I spent, 2 weeks out, I spent a total of 13 hours in various training. Now about 3 hours, maybe a little bit more than that, was strength training. I know not everybody's going to do that while they're still prepping for Ironman. I felt like doing the strength training is still helpful for me. I just minimized it, cutting back to 3 days a week, doing the full body stuff. And I definitely feel like that was super beneficial to me. I had a buddy who mentioned that he wished he would have kept up the strength training as he was going through all the training. So yeah. And then my longest ride was 4 hours. So I did 4 hours on the bike, which was close to 72 or 76 miles on the trainer. And then I did a 15.2 mile run, I think, on the trail run, and I've got some clips from that as well. So that took me about 2.5 hours. So definitely some really good, long, lengthy runs and rides up to this point. I feel like I'm well prepared for the half, and hopefully very well prepared for the full by the time I get to that. Other than that, there's not much I can do at this point. I've put in all the work. I've done all the training. So I think I'm about as prepared as I can be. One thing that I did do last weekend was a buddy took me out for an open water swim, and I'm super glad I did that. So it wasn't the first time at the race, because I felt super claustrophobic when I put on the wetsuit, got in the water, couldn't see anything under the water. Between that and adrenaline, my heart rate got up super high, and I was having a hard time catching my breath at first, and I just had to stop for a minute and get to a shallower spot, stand for a second, and just catch my breath again. And then after that, I was pretty solid. I got into a good rhythm. So hopefully, having experienced that, I won't have that same panic claustrophobic feeling jumping into the water at the race. And I'll be able to hit that stride a lot quicker, hopefully. But yeah, my general week of training so far, every week, has been on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I usually do my rides, and that'll be Tuesday and Thursday. It's generally about an hour, sometimes up to 90 minutes. And then Saturday rides are my long rides, which I mentioned I pushed. I've done up to 4 hour ride now. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, those are my strength training days and my running days. So I'll go and I'll do my strength training and I'll do my run. The Monday, Wednesdays have been anywhere from 3 to 7 or 8 miles. And then Fridays are generally my long run days. At this point, I've hit up to I think I did 16 or 18 miles so far on my long runs. So a pretty good distance. I've definitely hit more than the half distances on everything. It'll just be throwing it all together now at this point and seeing how it goes. So my target goal is to come in under 6. I think anything under 6 I'll be pretty excited about. If I finish, I'll be happy, but anything under 6 will be pretty good. And then like if everything goes optimally, then I might even beat 5.5. So we'll see how it goes. I don't really know what to expect for the first one, so we'll just kind of figure it out. But yeah, I'll do another video to update how everything went, and like if there was anything I felt I would have done different or prepared for differently. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, and I will catch you guys later. 4.73 miles in, about 41 minutes, so not a bad pace. Trail running is a little bit tougher than pavement, so, but check out these views. Time for a little fuel. I'll keep going. One lap done, 1 hour and 10 minutes, just around a 9-minute pace, and it's just under 8 miles for one loop. This is only the second time I've been out on this trail, so I'm going to flip around and go the other way this time, because both times I went last time I did the same direction, so I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. About halfway there. 12.75 in, back into the thick of the trees. Nice sun coverage. Running about a 9:20 average. Just coming up on 2 hours total. Got my last gel here, so I'm gonna down this up, finish up the last 3 miles. All right, and on to some strength training. I decided to do a little bit of a voiceover here. Also, if you hear a bunch of running, like stomping around and screaming, it is because my kids are upstairs being the usual maniacs that they are. So you might hear some screaming and stomping in the clips. But anyway, all of my strength training you can find on my website still. This workout in specific, I believe I've made a few changes to, but for the most part, everything should line up pretty well. I got started off with some deadlifts, working my way up to a top set of 405 for a set of 4 here. Deadlifts are still like one of my favorite exercises, so I always try to include them, even though that they're like probably not the most beneficial workout and for my type of training right now, and also like there's a pretty high risk with them. So take that with what you will and modify as you need if you do my workouts. Then I moved on to a superset of some dips and pull-ups. I've been adding weight to these pretty regularly, getting in at least 1 to 2 sets with weight, and then also a couple of sets without weight as well. Now moving on after that, I did some single leg press. I like to train unilateral movements and just work on one side of the body every now and then. And this is a super unique leg press machine that it has the ability to move just one side at a time. I haven't seen this at any other gym except for this one, so pretty neat piece of equipment. I always love getting to try out new stuff. But if you don't have something like this, you can just use a regular leg press machine. Set up how you would usually, so like don't try to center your leg, and you can still do a single leg press on a normal leg press machine. And after that, I moved on to some dumbbell shoulder press. Shoulders are definitely one of my weakest areas, so I try to incorporate, every type of shoulder movement I can throughout the week, hitting both some stronger movements like an overhead press, as well as doing a couple of different variations of like lateral raises, and ensuring to hit some rear delts as well with some rear delt flies. I think that's one that I've added since, and I haven't changed it on my website. But there's that little piece of info there if you want to mix things up. And then for finish, I did some behind the back cable curls and some tricep kickbacks. Great way to finish up with some arms. I particularly like this movement just because the isolation of the triceps and a great range of motion here. And that was pretty much everything for the strength session. Like I said, all of my workouts are still posted up on my website. Feel free to go check those out. As always, thanks so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and like, subscribe. All that stuff helps really helps the channel grow, get some views. But anyway, thanks again for watching the video, and we'll catch you next time.